Hello and welcome. Today we're talking about 5 critical health concerns that claim countless lives in the 75 plus age group. Concerns that many people assume are simply part of getting old. But here's the surprising truth. More often than not, these issues can be drastically reduced and sometimes even prevented. It all comes down to becoming aware of the risk before they become crises and then taking measured steps to address them. If you've ever worried about losing your independence, missing precious time with family, or simply not being able to enjoy the retirement you work so hard for, this video is for you. Stay with me until the very end because while I'll reveal the top 5 causes of death among older adults, I'll also share practical ways to tackle them head on. My hope is that by the time we're done here, you'll feel empowered, knowing that you're not at the mercy of just old age, but that you can shape your health future, starting now. Why this topic matters. We often hear people say, well, if you've reached 75, you're bound to have health issues. Although age does bring changes to our bodies, the leading causes of death after 75 are far from guaranteed. Many risk factors are perfectly manageable with small yet meaningful lifestyle changes. The biggest tragedy is how many people realize this too late, only after a health crisis makes the choice for them. But that doesn't have to be your story. I'm here to show you the path to a stronger heart, steadier steps, better lung capacity, a healthier brain, and a significantly lower chance of stroke. Don't underestimate how powerful small changes can be. Even taking a 5-minute walk each day or switching out certain foods can help. If this sounds too simple, think of your body like a car engine. Regular tune-ups, good fuel, and gentle but consistent use all keep it running longer. It's the same for your health. Hook the shocking 99%. You might have heard a startling statistic that 99% of deaths after 75 come down to just a handful of causes. This figure underscores how vital it is to know these causes inside and out. Knowing them means you can take decisive steps to protect yourself and keep enjoying life on your own terms. Imagine how different things could be if more people had the right information earlier. You can be ahead of the curve simply by becoming more informed today. If you're ready, let's begin our in-depth exploration with what remains the #1 cause of mortality worldwide, especially after 75, heart disease. 1. Heart disease, the silent, steady threat. Understanding the risk. Heart disease doesn't always come with dramatic warning signs. Yes, some people experience chest pain or shortness of breath, but many walk around with high blood pressure or clogged arteries without realizing anything is wrong. Then one day, a heart attack or heart failure strikes out of nowhere, leaving them or their loved ones asking how it could have happened. That's the frightening part about heart disease. It often remains invisible until it's critical. This is especially true for older adults who might think fatigue or mild breathlessness is a normal part of aging. In reality, these minor signs can be signals that your heart is working extra hard just to keep up. The common culprits. High blood pressure, hypertension. It's frequently called the silent killer because many feel perfectly fine even when their blood pressure is dangerously elevated. High cholesterol. Over time, excess LDL, bad cholesterol, builds up in your arteries, narrowing them and forcing the heart to pump against greater resistance. Poor diet. Decades of high sodium, high fat, and highly processed foods put immense stress on your cardiovascular system. Physical inactivity. The heart is a muscle. If it never gets a proper workout, through walking, stretching, swimming, or any movement, it becomes weaker. What you can do. 871 serum. The good news is that small, intentional shifts can dramatically cut your risk. Here are a few strategies. 1. Regular blood pressure checks. If you don't have a monitor at home, consider getting one. Track your readings and share them with your doctor. 2. Tweak your diet. Aim for more fiber, fruits, and vegetables. Add fish rich in omega-3 fatty acids like salmon or mackerel. 3. Go for light exercise. You don't need to run a marathon. 20 minutes of walking a day or a gentle yoga class can help. 4. Manage stress. Chronic stress can drive up blood pressure and put your heart in overdrive. Whether it's a walk in the park, reading, or deep breathing exercises, find something that helps you relax. Quick check. If you often feel unusually fatigued climbing stairs or find yourself short of breath doing simple tasks, Don't ignore it. Pay attention to your body's signals. Go in for a checkup. It's better to catch an issue early than wait for a heart attack to serve as your warning sign. If you're with me so far, drop a comment below saying heart health matters to let me know you're committed to taking care of your heart. Your feedback helps me understand what resonates with you, and it might just inspire someone else to pay attention too. 2. Falls and injuries. One misstep can change everything. The hidden danger. Imagine this scenario. You're simply getting out of bed or stepping out of the shower and you slip. Before you even realize what's happening, your hip collides with the floor. Something cracks, and suddenly you're in excruciating pain. For older adults, a fractured hip can spell months of rehab, a loss of independence, or worse. Falls are consistently one of the top reasons seniors end up in the hospital, and sadly, many never fully regain the mobility they had before. Why falls increase with age? 1. Loss of muscle mass. We naturally lose muscle as we age, particularly if we don't keep active. Less muscle means weaker legs and poorer balance. 2. Balance and coordination issues. Inner ear problems, vision deterioration, or even mild neuropathy in the feet can create an unstable base. 3. Medication side effects. Blood pressure meds, sleep aids, or certain pain relievers can cause dizziness or drowsiness. 4. Environment. A poorly lit hallway, a loose rug, a cluttered living room. Each small hazard can turn into a big problem. Simple precautions to cut your risk. Strengthen your legs and core. Even seated exercises can help build stability. Light resistance training or gentle Tai Chi can improve balance. Fall-proof your home. Remove throw rugs that slip. Install grab bars in the bathroom. Make sure hallways and stairs are well lit. Review medications. Ask your doctor if any prescriptions or combinations might be causing dizziness. Stay active in moderation. Ironically, avoiding movement out of fear leads to weaker muscles, which increases the risk of future falls. Find safe, comfortable ways to keep moving. A word on post-fall anxiety. It's natural to feel anxious after a close call or an actual fall, but retreating into your home, sitting for hours on end, and refusing to engage in mild exercise makes you even more susceptible. The less you use your muscles, the faster they atrophy. It becomes a vicious cycle. Fear of falling leads to inactivity, which leads to weaker muscles, which leads to an even greater chance of falling. If this part resonates, comment below with "Stay balanced." Each comment fosters a sense of community, reminding us that we're all in this together, looking for ways to maintain independence and keep living life on our own terms. 3. Respiratory diseases. Protect your breath, protect your life. Why breathing problems are so dangerous. Breathing is something we take for granted until it becomes a struggle. After 75, even mild respiratory issues can escalate. Whether it's asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, or recurrent bouts of pneumonia, these conditions can quickly become life-threatening for a senior. Why are older adults more vulnerable? Over time, the lungs lose some of their elasticity. Immune function isn't as robust, making infections tougher to fight off. Even minor irritants like dust, mold, or pet dander can spark major flare-ups. The biggest offenders. Hashkari, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, includes chronic bronchitis and emphysema, often linked to smoking, but air pollution and occupational hazards also play a role. Pneumonia, a severe lung infection that can develop from something as simple as a cold or flu when the immune system is compromised. Smoking or secondhand smoke. This remains a leading contributor to lung damage. If you're still smoking, know that quitting at any age can offer benefits. Indoor air quality. Dust, mold, and chemicals in household products can aggravate or initiate respiratory issues. Steps to breathe easier. 1. Stay active. Exercising helps your lungs expand and stay strong. It also boosts overall immune function. 2. Mind the air. You breathe. Consider an air purifier if you live in an area with poor air quality. Keep your living space ventilated and free from mold. 3. Vaccinations. Getting an annual flu shot and the pneumonia vaccine, if recommended by your doctor, can drastically reduce risks. 4. Hydration. Drinking enough water helps thin mucus in the lungs, making it easier to breathe. 5. Limit exposure to irritants. If you must use cleaning chemicals, ensure your room is well ventilated. Wear a simple mask if necessary. The underrated importance of exercise. One of the most overlooked aspects of lung health is simple movement. Even light stretching or strolling around the block encourages deeper breathing, helping you clear mucus buildup. The worst thing to do is sit for hours at a time, leaving your lungs to operate in shallow mode, never fully expanding, and thus more prone to infections. If you found value in this segment, share Breathe Easy in the comments. Not only does it reinforce what you've learned, but it might spark someone else to take their breathing issues seriously. Sometimes the smallest reminder can save a life. 4. Stroke. One moment that changes everything. The nature of stroke. A stroke occurs when blood flow to part of the brain is blocked or when a blood vessel in the brain ruptures. Either situation deprives brain cells of oxygen. Within minutes, those cells start to die. Strokes can lead to irreversible paralysis, speech difficulties, or cognitive impairment. In many cases, strokes can be fatal. But here's a startling statistic. Up to 80% of strokes may be preventable with the right lifestyle adjustments and medical interventions. That means focusing on blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, and overall vascular health could dramatically cut your odds of having a stroke. Key risk factors. High blood pressure, the #1 stroke risk factor. Over time, high pressure weakens arteries, making them more likely to clot or burst. Atrial fibrillation, AFib, an irregular heart rhythm that allows blood to pool and form clots, which can then travel to the brain. Smoking damages blood vessels and makes blood more likely to clot. Shown. Poor diet and inactivity. These contribute to obesity, diabetes, and a variety of cardiovascular problems that all elevate stroke risk. Warning signs and quick action. Time is critical during a stroke. Recognize the FAST acronym. Face, one side of the face drooping. Arms, weakness or numbness in one arm. Speech, slurred or confused speech. Time, if these signs appear, call emergency services immediately. Every minute matters. Prevention tactics that save lives. 1. Blood pressure control. Regularly check it. If it's high, talk to your doctor about lifestyle changes and possibly medication. 2. Manage atrial fibrillation. If you suspect heart palpitations or a fluttering feeling, get checked. AFib can often be managed with medication or procedures. 3. Healthy eating and activity. Lower your salt intake, eat more whole grains and vegetables, and keep active to maintain a healthy weight. 4. Quit smoking. It's never too late to reap the benefits of a smoke-free life. Strokes strike without mercy, often leaving permanent damage. But by addressing the risk factors head-on, you take away much of their power. If this resonates, comment "Act Fast" below. Sometimes writing something down solidifies the reminder in your mind. 5. Cognitive decline and dementia, when the mind slips away. Why cognitive health matters. While physical ailments can be debilitating, the slow loss of memory, reasoning, and emotional stability can be even more devastating. Conditions like Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia not only affect the individual, but also place a significant emotional and financial burden on families. Small lapses in memory, disorientation, or confusion can escalate into full-blown dependency where a person can no longer cook, drive, handle finances, or even recognize loved ones. Early warnings. Frequent misplacements. Constantly forgetting where you put everyday items, more than just the occasional misplaced keys. Trader. Difficulty following conversations or plots. You find it hard to keep track of the topic or storyline you used to follow with ease. Typhotic personality changes. Sudden irritability, anxiety, or depression that seems out of character. Withdrawal from social activities. Preferring isolation because conversations or outings have become mentally exhausting. Reducing cognitive decline. 1. Stay mentally active. Crosswords, reading, puzzles, or even learning a new language helps keep the brain engaged. 2. Physical exercise. Regular movement improves blood flow to the brain, aiding memory and cognitive function. 3. Social interaction. Loneliness and isolation accelerate mental deterioration. Regular social contact provides mental stimulation and emotional support. 4. Balanced nutrition. Foods rich in antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids, like berries, leafy greens, fish, and nuts, can help protect brain cells. Manage chronic conditions. High blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol can all impact brain health. Keep them under control to keep your mind sharp. Small actions, big impact. It's never too late to adopt brain-friendly habits. Even if you're noticing mild lapses, addressing them proactively can slow progression. The reality is, many seniors who commit to mental exercises, moderate physical activity, and improve social connections see notable improvements in their day-to-day functioning. If you want to declare your commitment to maintaining a sharp mind, comment "Mind Matters." It's a simple way of saying you refuse to accept cognitive decline without a fight. Practical steps you can start today. Satururius 1. Create a simple routine. A routine provides structure. Waking up at the same time, having regular meal times, and scheduling mild exercise daily makes it easier to stick to healthy habits. Routines reduce stress by eliminating guesswork. 2. Keep a health journal. Track your blood pressure. Note any unusual symptoms. Record your diet, and mark days when you exercise. A simple notebook or a smartphone app can help you notice patterns and share accurate info with your doctor. 3. Regular checkups. After 75, seeing your doctor once a year might not be enough if you already have risk factors. Discuss how often you need blood tests, heart monitoring, and other screenings. Early detection of warning signs can be life-changing. 4. Person to make 4 prioritizes sleep. Sleep is when the body repairs itself. Heart health, brain health, and immune function all rely heavily on quality rest. If you struggle with insomnia or wake up multiple times at night, consult a healthcare professional. Simple interventions, like adjusting your caffeine intake or setting a bedtime routine, can make a massive difference. 5. Build a support network. Isolation is a silent factor that accelerates all these issues. Stay connected with friends, join community groups, or participate in local senior programs. Having people around not only keeps you socially active, it also means others might catch warning signs that you'd miss on your own. The power of mindset. One of the biggest obstacles for older adults is the belief that it's too late to change. This mindset can be more harmful than any single risk factor. Believing you have no control over your health often becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. People stop trying to improve their diets, skip exercises, ignore doctor's appointments, or simply give up. But you have far more power than you think. Research shows that even individuals in their 80s and 90s can gain muscle strength from resistance exercises. Quitting smoking at any age has immediate benefits for blood pressure and circulation. Overhauling your diet, even in small ways, can improve heart markers in a matter of weeks. If you find yourself feeling discouraged, remember that every little action you take today can pay off in the days, weeks, and years ahead. Don't let society's stereotypes about aging define your reality. Overcoming the too late attitude. Think about something you love. A grandchild's graduation you want to attend, a favorite hobby you want to keep enjoying, or simply the ability to move around your home without pain. Hold on to that vision. It's fuel for your motivation. Every time you think, "I'm too old to start now," remind yourself that even a single day of healthier choices is better than none at all. Imagine how you'd feel if a year passes and you realize you've wasted 365 opportunities to improve. The real regret often isn't failing at something. It's never starting in the first place. Motivational moment. Picture yourself 1 year from now. You've made small changes to your diet, perhaps walking an extra 10 minutes each day or focusing on posture and balance exercises. Your legs feel a bit stronger, your breathing comes easier, and your checkup results are better than they've been in years. Instead of feeling tired, you have a renewed sense of energy and purpose. That's what success can look like if you act now. Conclusion: you're in control? Let's recap the 5 big threats after 75. 1. Heart disease. Silent but largely preventable through diet, exercise, and monitoring blood pressure and cholesterol. 2. Falls. A moment's slip can set off a cascade of health issues. Strengthening your body and fall-proofing your environment can make a world of difference. 3. Respiratory diseases. Your lungs need regular exercise just like the rest of your body. Keep them strong, avoid harmful pollutants, and consider vaccinations. 4. Stroke. When you understand the risk factors, high blood pressure, AFib, smoking, you can act early to prevent a devastating event. 5. Cognitive decline. Stay mentally sharp with brain exercises, social engagement, and good nutrition. It's never too late to fight for your mind. These aren't just medical statistics or scary facts. They're calls to action. The real secret is consistency, doing small things every day that add up to a robust, resilient body and mind. The choices you make at 75, 80, or even 90 still matter. If you're looking for proof, countless older adults have turned their health around, and so can you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and share it with someone who might need it. Knowledge is power, and each share could be the spark that saves a life. Also, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you won't miss future updates on how to maintain and improve your health. It takes only a moment, and you'll be supporting a community of people who believe that growing older should mean growing wiser, not weaker. Finally, let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway was, or which of the 5 risks concerns you the most right now. Your thoughts and experiences matter. By speaking up, you also help others realize they're not alone in facing these challenges. Together, we can shape a future where living past 75 doesn't mean accepting deteriorating health. It means embracing the chance to keep thriving. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to reading your comments and hearing about the steps you're taking to safeguard your health. Until next time, remember, you have more influence over your well-being than you might believe. Stay informed, stay proactive, and keep living your life to the fullest.